Welcome to Goalie's PIP Academy.
Hey explorers! Before airplanes, before helicopters, before rockets, there was a giant silk bag filled with hot air, carrying two terrified humans silently into the sky for the very first time in history. No engine, no wings, no propeller, just fire, warm air, and unbelievable courage. Meet the hot air balloon, the very first machine to ever carry a human being into the sky. It all began with two French brothers, Joseph and Etienne Montgolfier, who noticed something simple and beautiful one evening. Smoke rises. They wondered, if smoke rises, could a bag filled with hot, smoky air rise too? Could it rise high enough to lift something off the ground? They began experimenting with small paper and fabric bags held over fire. The bags floated upward. They built bigger ones. Those floated too. On June 4th, 1783, they launched an enormous balloon in front of a stunned crowd in the French town of Annonay. It rose to over 1,800 meters and traveled 2 kilometers before landing. The crowd was absolutely speechless. But the brothers weren't done yet. They wanted to send living creatures into the sky. And on September 19th, 1783, in front of King Louis XVI of France himself, a sheep, a duck, and a rooster became the first ever living passengers in aviation history. All 3 landed safely. The king was amazed. The world had changed forever. Now the big question was, could a human survive up there? On November 21st, 1783, just 2 months later, 2 extraordinarily brave Frenchmen climbed into a balloon basket in Paris. Jean-François Pilatre de Rosier and François Laurent Darlande rose silently into the Parisian sky in front of a crowd of hundreds of thousands of people, making them the first human beings in all of history to fly freely through the air. They floated for 25 minutes, traveling nearly 9 kilometers across the rooftops of Paris before landing safely in a field. People in the crowd reportedly burst into tears. Others fainted. Some simply could not believe what their eyes were seeing. For the entire history of humanity, every single human being who had ever lived had stayed on the ground. In that one extraordinary moment that changed forever. So what is the science behind this magnificent machine? It is beautifully simple. Hot air is lighter than cold air. When you heat the air inside the balloon's enormous envelope, the technical name for the fabric bag, it becomes lighter than the cooler air surrounding it outside. And lighter things float upward, just like a bubble rising through water. A powerful burner fed by propane gas blasts flame directly into the envelope, heating the air inside to around 120 degrees Celsius. The bigger the balloon and the hotter the air, the greater the lift. To go higher, the pilot fires the burner. To descend, the air inside is allowed to cool gradually. To steer, the pilot finds wind currents blowing in different directions at different altitudes. No engine, no steering wheel, just heat, air, and an intimate conversation with the wind. The hot air balloon was invented over 240 years ago, and it still fills people with the same breathless wonder it did the day a crowd in Paris watched 2 men float silently over the rooftops. It was the moment humanity first broke free from the ground, the moment we looked down at our world from above for the very first time. Every airplane, every rocket, every spacecraft that ever flew owes its existence to 2 brothers who watched smoke rise and simply asked, what if? Until next time, explorers, always ask what if, because that is exactly where everything amazing begins.
My mind is blown! Where can I learn more about these videos? Oh yeah, getgoalie.com. There's no ads, there's no junk, just cool stuff for kids and a dedicated tablet. Check it out, getgoalie.com.